This video is going to show you the compensation method for multiplying. So remember, the compensation method is useful or helpful to us anytime one of our factors is close to a benchmark number or a friendly number. So for example, in this example, 198 times 25, 198 is really close to the friendly benchmark number 200. So I'm going to take that 198 and I'm going to add 2 to it to make it into my friendly number. Okay, now that I have a friendlier number to work with, I'm going to now multiply this number times 25 instead of the 198. And I can do this in my brain. I know that 25 times 2 is 50, and I know that I have to add those 2 extra zeros to my final product. So that means 200 times 25 got me 5,000. However, this is not the answer to my original problem. This is my answer to 200 times 25. In order for me to now find out my answer to the original problem, I have to compensate for or make up for the fact that I added this 2 to the 198. The way that I'm going to do that is by now taking that 2 and multiplying 2 times 25, and I get 50. Okay, now think of compensation as being whatever you did to one of the factors at the beginning, you have to do the opposite to the product at the end. So I added 2 to 198, so I have to subtract out those 2 groups of 25. So I can do this in my brain as well. I know if I have 5,000 and I take away 50, I know I'll be left with 4,950. And I'm going to show you a second example of compensation because this example was if I have to add to make my number a friendly number. Now I'm going to do an example of if I have to subtract. So if I have 152 times 30, I know 152 is really close to 150. So I'm going to take 152 and subtract 2 away, take 2 away, so that I'll have an easy benchmark number of 150. Okay, now remember, so now I use 150 instead of 152. I'm going to multiply this factor by 30. Again, I can do this in my brain because I know that 3 times 15 is 45. And then I know if I stick the 2 zeros onto the end, I get 4,500. Okay, in this example, back at the beginning, I subtracted 2. So now I want to multiply that 2 by 30. At the beginning I subtracted, so at the end, to compensate for that, I want to add 60 in to my product. So my answer to the original problem is 4,560.